I'm pretty positive that I can turn this podcast into something impactful, but most importantly, something golden. Join me in my mission to help put at least 50,000 music artists on the right track to be independently successful with their music, to turn the talent that they have with their voice into gold. My name is Billy Inelus, and welcome to the Golden Voice Podcast. Boom! If you know me, you probably heard that sound before. If not, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Billy Inelus, CEO and founder of Big Shot Beats, and I've been a music producer for almost 20 years now, and I've been online for almost a decade. Now, it's been quite the roller coaster journey for me, and it's probably been, is, or going to be for you as well, because I went from chasing the majors, right? Like major artists, major record labels, to wanting to do it on my own terms with my music production, right? So I'm on a mission to show and to serve the music artist community in a way that's going to allow them to be independently successful with their music, so that they can potentially and eventually go full time with the ultimate passion, right? So we're also passionate about making music, so why not, live off of that, right? But the question is, are you going to follow along with me in this journey? Because I'm pretty positive that I can turn this podcast into something impactful, but most importantly, something golden. All right. Now, story of my life is that a lot of people say that I got a radio voice. You probably heard that by now, and you're probably saying, this guy have a pretty nice voice. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to take that compliment all day. And I remember back in my high school days that my friends would say, man, you got a nice voice, man. You should be on the radio one day. I would mimic people on the radio, and they would literally, tell me that. And it's funny because even today, some of my friends call me the golden voice, right? Like I go live on Instagram, for example, some of them come on and they call me the golden voice is here, or the golden voice was popping, right? And recently, one of the biggest marketing event that you can go to, because I geek out on marketing a lot as well. And you'll see that in some of the future podcasts that I'm going to, release and stuff like that. One really high profile entrepreneur told me, Billy, you should be using the power of your voice a lot more. And this person's last name is actually Golden too, right? Are you starting to see the pattern here? So, I was like, man, what does he mean by that? So I had an opportunity to, come back to that, circle back again and talk to that person again. And the first question that they asked me when I got to talk to them again was, hey, Billy, do you have a podcast? So I was like, oh my God, okay, that's it. I need to launch one for the artist community so that I can share my knowledge and experience. And the funny thing is, I had a podcast before, but in a different niche. And that niche that I was, in didn't have music in it. So I had to make an assessment, take a step back, and I kind of, shut that podcast down. But now I'm back and I'm here to serve the artist community in a different way. And that would include my music as my ultimate passion. All right. So if you are an independent music artist and you are trying to figure out how you can make music your full-time gig so that you can effectively make, mix, and market your music out there, this is the podcast for you. All right. So I'll share the value that I gave myself over the years, right? And I'm talking about tens of thousands of hours and dollars, right? On books, courses, events, coaching, mentorship, and everything. Plus, I will bring some of my music industry expert friends that will come on here and share their knowledge and experience with you as well. All right. So I'm looking forward to help you turn the talent that you have with your voice into gold with the Golden Voice Podcast. I really appreciate you tuning into the Golden Voice Podcast today. There's so many other ones out there to listen to, and I don't take your interests lightly. Do you want instant notifications for when I upload new episodes? Text the word podcast to 647-277-5177. I repeat, Text the word podcast to 647-277-5177 and I'll shoot you a quick text when I upload new Golden Voice podcast episodes in the future. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you on the next one.